Why? That's evil. He just ruined an entire economy. Generic intro in the Dak Goes Moo here, back with another nostalgic video, and today we're doing, I believe, the last video he did for Super Month with Superman 3. Now, Superman 4 was really bad. I did that kind of right before I did the other Superman movies by Nostalgia Critic, because that was actually uploaded years and years ago, and I did that video a couple weeks ago. I've never seen any of these Superman movies. I've never seen any Superman movie, actually, but Superman 3 was apparently really bad, and Superman 4 was just absolutely atrocious. You can check a reaction to Superman 2, though, which is actually a pretty good movie. I'll leave it right up there. Also, link down below in the description. Also, in a playlist on my channel with all my Nostalgia Critic reactions. Going in chronological order, I believe there's like 150 of them now. I think Pierre told me about that, but I do read all your comments, so leave them down below. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope I can make it tiny little better. Also, shout out to patrons, because they get all the videos there early at 11 time of a Patreon channel. Could not do this if it was not for them. And I know nothing about Superman 3. I see that Superman's trying to drink, and I see a giant hat and a bunch of other random people. It's an old movie. I've never seen it, so let's go ahead and jump on into it. All right.
This episode brought to you by Stamps.com.
Okay.
Why go to
I don't think the last one had
when you can have
a
them
sponsor,
printed
did
right
it?
at home for your convenience. Also brought to you by Factory.
Oh,
America's
doubling up.
#1 ready-to-eat meal kit. Hey folks,
Okay.
we're starting YouTube
But,
membership.
yeah, no.
If you want access to
Superman 1,
polls,
good.
behind-the-scenes
Superman 2,
videos,
also
and other
good.
perks, check
Pretty
out
good,
and see
actually.
If you want to become a member.
And then
we got
this
the
one's
Midwest
bad.
Cons coming up. Hope to see you there.
This one was real bad, and Superman 4 was
Faster than a
atrocious.
speeding bullet.
I swear that never happens.
More powerful than a locomotive.
What kind of
Able to
bullet?
leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Because these are pretty
But he can
fast.
also fly, so it's a tad less impressive when you know that.
Look,
These
up
are
in the
slow.
sky. It's a
These are
bird.
fast.
No, I'm not looking up for any of those things.
It's Superman.
Okay, thank you so much,
For
Willie.
who?
Man, I didn't know there was a
Superwoman?
Superwoman. I thought there was just Supergirl.
Yeah, and it's Lois Lane. That's crazy.
Next.
Sorry, what?
And you are?
Superboy.
That's not awfully PC. What about Super Person or Super Other Man?
Man, I didn't know there was a Superboy.
Is
It
there?
did my spell check because when I wrote
Just
the
super
script,
anything?
it came up as spelled wrong.
Okay, tell us about yourself.
Well, some people confuse me for a younger version of Superman, but that's not true.
What are you then?
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember, so you don't have to.
I've
The
never
first two
seen it,
Superman
so
movies
I
being
can't possibly
such
remember
big
it.
hits, we're trying to see what character should be in the third one. Well, Superman's character lineup isn't quite as well known as, say, Batman's lineup.
I
but
don't
we
know any
showed
of them.
They can be adapted in an entertaining way. And there's plenty of interesting villains and companions to choose from. Some impressive.
Shout out to
epic
Death Battle
waters,
for introducing me to a
Crypto.
lot of these.
But bottom line, there was
Dog.
a lot of potential waiting to be discovered by a big screen audience. So we're seeing which ones make the most sense for Superman 3.
Thank you so much. We'll be in contact. All right, let's see. The next,
Who's next?
one is named Brainiac.
Have you been helped?
Oh, I'm Gus Gorman. I'm here to try out for the Superman movie.
Oh, well, what's your history in the comic?
I have no
Also,
history.
that tie and shirt combo is
They have no history.
should be illegal.
Well, what are they like?
Well, you know Lex Luthor and Miss Tessmacher?
that
These
pattern
are
on
lame
pattern.
versions of them. Oh, and he has a sister that's just the ugliest. Oh, God, too ugly. Take her away.
I mean, she's not
Yeah.
that bad.
If Medusa had a sister and that sister was burned by ugly fire,
I'm sorry, why do you
Wasn't
wanna be in
Medusa
a
actually like
Superman
really
movie?
pretty?
Superman. I love Superman when he comes in with the woo, the laser beam eyes and the batarangs. No.
Why did that little jump to the side of Robbie with the Soldier
He's
Boy music
amazing.
video?
Superman.
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to pass.
Wait. I see potential here.
You see potential in that?
Lifts buildings and
I don't know why, but I just see world's best stand-up comedian in this guy.
I don't know why either.
Can't you see him
I
on
thought-
the poster that years later people will swear was AI generated?
What is his name? He's been in other movies.
Confusing it for a parody movie.
I just think it'd be fun to destroy something beautiful.
oh, it's my cape. It's my cape. Woo!
Maybe if
What is
you
his
shut
name?
up.
Not until you put me in the movie.
Okay, fine, just leave.
Got it. Oh, you have a door.
Yeah, so?
You know what I love about doors?
Don't answer that, it's a trick.
Oh, no.
They open and close. They open and close.
Okay.
They open and close.
This is Superman 3. Will you get the hell out of here?
Are they saying that like or maybe they tried to experiment on too much with this movie? Why did I think that was a car for a second pulling up?
After the smash hits of Superman 1 and 2, the replacement director from the last film came in to continue their success with Superman 3.
Did
When I
that?
say success, I mainly mean the suck part. After we got one of the greatest superhero sequels of all time, it only figures we get one of the worst superhero sequels of all time. No, really, it's been called that a lot. With an unfocused
there's
plot,
Superman
essential
4 though.
characters given a back seat, and an absolute assassination of comedy from a brilliant comedian, Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor, that's his
was a
name.
huge
I knew
star,
it.
both in stand-up and the movie scene. And he took the part thinking there would be a bit more drama to the role. He quickly discovered, though, not only did they want him to be comic relief, but all the staples of his brilliant humor were going to be stripped away for whatever this is. But to just blame Pryor for the
did
film's
they just
failure
think
would be
that-
like blaming Jake Lloyd for Phantom Menace or Sofia Coppola for Godfather 3.
I haven't seen
There are
any
a
of
ton
those.
of other
Never
factors
seen
that
Star
make
Wars,
this an
Godfather, any of
absolute
that.
disaster. And we're sadly gonna look over them here today.
Hopefully I don't have to blur anything. Superman 4,
So let's
I
take
had
a
to
look
blur
at this
so
laugh
much.
riot.
It was,
Hey, Critic, I really think you're missing some great comedy out here. I mean, his cape is pink. Superman's cape is not pink. It's so wacky.
Get out of here! Let's take a look at Superman 3.
okay.
Next.
Next.
Name.
Sorry, I put on the beginning of Bustin' Loose. Yeah, would you even guess this was a superhero movie? Or
From the
any
start?
comic book movie for that matter? It's just Pryor playing a character named Gus trying to get a job from a Chuck Jones caricature here.
They expect you to learn that stuff in one day. Hold the lettuce, hold the ketchup. Can I have some sauce, please? I don't want any sauce.
Sir, we're trying to film a Superman flick. Please step aside.
Do you know what you are?
Don't call me a bum. I'm not a bum.
I was gonna say making the toy look like a comedic masterpiece, but bum is good. To hell with those epic opening titles in space. This sequel opens literally walking over the names of Superman and Richard Pryor. Can't
why
get
is
more
it on
fitting
the
than
bottom?
that.
Okay, those should definitely be more secure than that.
This whole intro is done like a silent comedy if it was played at half speed. All the timing is painfully off. Though maybe that's because you can't make out half of it because the lower portion is so blurry you'd swear you're wearing bifocals. Hey, you're supposed to be in a Batman movie, little fella. Well, I saved the day.
oh,
Back
it's
on the
Penguin.
street you go to cause an accident.
Oh, okay. This is a random stuffed penguin on fire.
Payoff isn't even that great. Superman
sorry, the
saves
car
one
filled with
guy,
water?
and then the slapstick
How?
just keeps going. Wouldn't it make more sense if he had a solution that solved every problem, like putting everyone in trouble on a truck and lifting them out of the chaos over into one street over? And maybe they start causing chaos in that street too?
Okay,
It's not
Superman
great
should not
conclusion,
struggle
but
with that.
This doesn't even conclude. It just moves on to something else. Even they have a look like. Was there a human mousetrap game going on for 6 minutes?
They really just need Superman.
From that game.
They really just need Superman there to
Meanwhile, the
keep
Daily Planet talks
everything
about an
going.
Humanitarian of the year named Ross Webster.
Ooh, he is good looking.
Now, who's this other woman? That's his sister. Picture looks fuzzy.
The picture's fine. She looks
Picture
like
looks
that in real
fuzzy.
life.
Wait. Absolute knockout. Something wrong with the camera. Both these two could be on the cover of Absolutely No Impression Monthly.
I don't
Yeah,
know why the
like-
idiot in circulation.
Morning, everybody.
doesn't-
Hi, Clark.
Hi, Lois. Morning, Jimmy.
I just recorded my lines via Skype this morning.
Oh, Skype.
Clark is going to Smallville for a high school reunion while Lois is
Smallville?
going on vacation because she wants nothing to do with this movie.
Bye.
Wait, really? Why? Is
There's rumors that because
Money?
she was so vocal about Donner being cut from the other movie that her part was trimmed in this. But apparently she had
Oh.
other projects, which if you look at her IMDb, does check out.
Oh, okay.
Producer said her and Clark's relationship had nowhere else to go. Yeah, that's why they dropped that romance so quick in the comics too. Either way, after seeing
Wait,
the
Lois
film,
Lane
his
isn't
reaction
that
to being in it
important?
so little was.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I thought.
Meanwhile,
Wait,
Gus gets a
huh?
job as a computer programmer, giving Office Space their plot.
They can't be bothered to
What-
collect
what
half
year did this
cent from
come
your
out?
paycheck any more than you could.
No idea.
The makers of Office Space said they actually got the idea for stealing a small amount of money from people's paychecks from Superman 3. So, okay, that and this meme are the only things we can thank this movie for. And on Clark's way to Smallville, there's trouble at a chemical plant.
Of course. I like how they have the reflection on the windows. Wow.
Okay, that was a surprisingly good effect. He saves the people, but finds a room with an experimental acid that can't be abandoned.
That's concentrated Beltric acid.
What does it do?
Weird comic book stuff. Will it come in later? At no other point except literally the last minute of the climax. Sounds good.
Wait, it's gonna come back later.
This is so much better than saving Lois. Apparently her and my relationship had nowhere to go, but me and Jimmy? That chemistry we can still work off of.
But
Actually, most of the
How does he
romance is
save-
around Clark and his old high school friend Lana Lang, played by Annette O'Toole, who I do give credit is not only from the comic, but also from the first film. I know it's a weird thing to praise, but seeing how they just make up whoever they want,
yeah.
give credit when they have a good call.
I remember him talking about that.
crotch.
This is the first time, excuse me, you've come back to this little burg since your mom passed away.
Yeah.
Oh. Guess his mom's
Why are you
dead.
just gonna bring that up?
The father dying is a huge character-defining
But the mom-
moment, but the mother passing is barely a comic book asterisk.
And he can just rewind time again.
You kidding, Lana?
He helps Lana clean up after the party, and they catch up on old times.
You know, years later, you can look at someone and think,
How much they really look like Superman.
Why is his picture that
Meanwhile,
big?
in Pleasantville, Jesus, somebody get laid so we can see more color. We see our
I actually do like that
Ironic
color
dog,
scheme.
His sister Vera.
Maybe
played
not as
by
much
Ross,
chrome.
And Lorelai, played by Pamela Stevenson.
I'm sorry, these are cherries.
Mouths closed, ears open.
He's a big pig.
You go back to working with Dr. Evil, and you go back to dating Mickey Mouse.
Kiss the 85 thou goodbye.
They find out about Gus's computer scheme, and rather than turn him in,
hello.
they invite him to help out with their evil plans.
I know that you're a man of compassion and you have pity, and I don't want to go to jail because they have robbers and rapists.
Is it weird that that's the second PG Superman movie to use that word?
Yeah.
Computers rule the world today, and the fellow that can fool the computer can rule the world himself.
I will say the bad guy's plan to control all
Was he trying to
computers,
find a
predicting
secret
they're
door?
gonna be an even bigger thing in the future is weirdly ahead of its time. But kind of in the same way the box scheme in Batman Forever was ahead of its time.
The
Everything
box?
else
That
about
wasn't a
the villains are
box.
still pretty dumb.
You didn't tell me your mother was going to be here.
It is not enough that I
You say your mother? What?
everyone else must fail.
Where Lex tried to use his brain to rise from the sewers and achieve powers and riches, this guy's already rich and powerful. And on top of that, boring. His first big scheme centers around coffee.
You know what I want now?
Oh, so there's a fountain.
I want coffee. Destroy the entire Colombian coffee crop right down to the last.
Okay, I guess I can't pretend real estate is the most fascinating scheme either, but Lex
We're
would have
doing
made
this
this
again?
interesting. Otis would
Oh.
want his own brand of coffee or something.
Otis Blend.
But that's nothing compared to the amazing subplot of the Daily Planet running their Jingo Bingo. No, really, that's a subplot, and they return to it a lot.
Why?
Time for you
It's
to draw
bingo?
this month's winning jingo number.
This is the first time I ever won anything.
Look, Maury, a native wedding.
Get out your wallet, Mr. Editor.
Mr.
They just keep bringing this up.
How's it do that? How's it manage to cut from one boring thing to an even more boring thing?
Yeah.
Clark
Like,
hangs with Lana
bingo.
and her son Ricky, and I will admit, I love him wearing the red Smallville sweater with
With
the
that,
mess on.
that's actually really
As they
cool.
try to have a picnic.
Hey, pate.
oh, Clark, that's Buster's dog food.
Oh,
Shoot. Well, I have to kiss you now to make you forget that. Little Ricky is in trouble
Oh.
and about to get plowed, so Superman goes to save him.
Superman?
That's me.
that's convenient.
Wow, they did not do a camera test with him and that kid because they had no connection. It's actually kind of impressive. A little boy and Superman. It is impossible for
Are they
them
gonna
not
explain
to
where
have
Clark
chemistry
went?
together. This kid's supposed to bring back Superman's humanity later, yet he looks at him like he was hoping for the Green Lantern.
My first DC movie was Green Lantern.
And of course, Clark returns, but no one can put together their connection.
I see Superman every day.
Could you get me his autograph?
I don't know. If I had a nickel for every time some little kid.
Man, that's bad when even the movie is like, eh, this scene's going nowhere, just cut away from it.
There's no
What's with the hat?
Oh, now things are funny. We got big hats.
You never do pass out, do you?
Nope. Gus gets the security guard drunk so he can access.
How? How?
You know, yes, I don't fully know. This movie
Actually,
is so boring, and
I'm
I
sure
try
there's a
watching
security
so
guard
many of
watching
these
this.
scenes without falling asleep that I actually miss what he's supposed to be doing here. I know you can argue it's unprofessional of me, but I'd rather be called unprofessional than watch any of Superman 3 again.
What else Superman 4?
Somehow he hacks the computers all throughout the city
American
to
Express.
be even more unfunny than it already is, which is an impressive feat.
Oh, it's an Alan Becker video. Nice.
Even the original Ninja Turtles cartoon would look at this and say, dude, you gotta take this more seriously.
No.
Gus meets up with Ross and his gang on
Oh,
a building
no.
filled with snow. Okay, I'll give you a point for originality on that one. And how do you save money on showing Superman saving the day? Have somebody explain how Superman saved the day. As unfunny
With
as possible.
a
You
pink
didn't
cape.
see the man come flying out of the sky from the clouds. It was him.
This goes on for a while, folks. Get
How long?
His
comfy.
cape was flapping in the wind. He was
Everything on the table's
flying.
gone.
It was great. He was just flying around. I'm talking about drying it up like the machines that they have in the men's rooms. You know what I'm talking about? The hot air comes out and you put your
Oh,
hands
they're
under
terrible.
This is so painful. I feel like
I walk out with
Emperor
wet
from
hands. I
Amadeus
refuse to
when
use
he's
one of
watching
those.
the ballet with no music.
They're awful.
there. And he landed right
Awful.
in the middle of this big plantation. Dun, 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 dun. And you think he stood around to take blows? Not this man. With his cape flapping and he checked everything out, right, with his X-ray vision.
I don't understand.
He made the little inn on top of the...
Is it modern?
Just like
Is it modern? It's abstract.
Crazy. But Superman put these laser beams out of his eyes on
You like this?
Right. He flies off again, right? Then he saw what really caused the trouble, right?
Well, look at them.
Bzzz, dried up everything. New into
The fact that nobody else is interested.
Superman's bad.
But it has a topper. He skis down the side of the building.
And does he get saved by Superman? No, he's saved. How hard is to walk in skis?
Literally
Very.
Goofy, 40 years earlier, doing the same thing is saying, oh, I'm embarrassed for you. So again, it's a little confusing, but Gus recreates the formula
Wait, what watch
for
is he wearing?
Kryptonite, but
I
with
thought it
an
was a Rolex
unknown
logo.
element, which they plan to use on Superman, who's being given a hero's welcome for saving Ricky. And in yet another misunderstanding of Richard Pryor's comedy, they have him dress up like an army general because they think he's Bugs Bunny.
You sit on molded plastic seats. America leads the world in high-grade plastics.
My God, you can literally see this scene flatlining even before it's a minute in.
We cannot afford a chemical plastics gap.
Cause when you put your hand in a pile of goo that used to be the Superman franchise,
Smallville.
you know who to blame.
Thank the Lord for Superman.
He gives Superman the kryptonite with nobody questioning what it is, and Gus not understanding why it's not working on him.
Wait, why is it not working?
Unknown means. But you know how they're always trying to find the secret recipe in that chicken in the bucket?
Am I crazy?
KFC?
Was Pryor playing a character he would mock in his stand-up? They try to set him up as a loser who can't get a job, but then reveal he's a computer genius.
And he was
Go
driving a
back and forth
Ferrari.
Between he can't fool anybody and then he can fool everybody. I don't think anyone knew what this character was outside of Richard Pryor is playing him. And this movie is so bad, even Richard Pryor.
Did the
is doing
director
a
like
pretty
give him
poor job
direction?
playing Richard Pryor.
Or they just let him go
Because of
crazy?
an accident on the Old River Bridge, a trailer truck crashed through the barrier rail.
How do you hear about this?
However, it does start to affect Superman, as he hears about an emergency, but instead wants to spend time hitting on Lana.
Well, there's no rush.
It's a bridge.
Oh, it's okay. I always get there on time.
If I miss it, I gotta work around. No big deal.
Literally.
You know, it's unusual finding a good-looking girl like you alone like this.
Reeve actually plays scuzzy Superman pretty well. And maybe the best part of the movie is watching such a pure character start to act threatening. He doesn't even do anything here, yet you swear you're watching a serial killer stalk his next victim.
The actor's really
We should
good.
do something about the bridge.
What bridge?
I destroyed it in the 2 seconds you looked away.
I mean,
He comes to his senses,
he
so
could
it
do
makes
that,
his way to
right?
where the disaster already took place.
And he was too
What can I
late.
do to help? Not much of anything now. If only you'd got here a minute sooner.
I'll get here sooner when you fix this damn door!
What door? What?
Alright, time to get the day going.
What? Oh.
That was me, exploding again.
Again?
Thank God for stamps. You see, after the hype of the new year, we all start to settle into our routines. But for businesses that do a
My
lot
routine
of
doesn't
mailing and shipping,
ever
you gotta
change.
keep moving.
It's
Stamps.com
spending
streamlines all your
10 hours a day in
mailing
this
to
chair.
turbocharge your
Actually,
operational
probably more.
efficiencies. And
Alive.
the Stamps.com app is like a post office in your pocket. Isn't that a crazy thought? A post office can't be in your pocket. But it's like that, symbolically. So you can stay on top of things even if you're always on the go.
He's like, don't say, oh, well, we
Post
tried.
office elevated. Postage rates just increased again. Luckily, Stamps.com has the best discounts in the industry, with rates you can't find
Yeah,
anywhere
it's
else, like
expensive.
up to 89% off USPS and UPS. Plus, Stamps.com automatically tells you your cheapest and fastest shipping options. You don't have to navigate
Sally
all
Purple
the different
seems to be
carriers.
buying a whole lot of
For
stuff.
25 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses, whether they're mailing out checks, invoices, legal documents,
Explodes.
books, or anything else. Keep your mailing and shipping moving at the speed of your business with Stamps.com. Sign up at Stamps.com/nostalgia for a special offer that includes a 4-week free trial, plus free postage, and
I feel like
free
if I ever
digital
start
scale.
making
No long-term
things
commitments
or selling
contracts.
things, merch
Just
or
go to
anything like that, it would be
Stamps.com/nostalgia. And you know
probably
what?
use
I'm
stamps.com.
hungry.
Explodes. Off camera. Oh, no, there you
Factor's
go.
got you covered. Eating better is easy with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. They just
I
take 2
haven't
minutes.
tried
Fill
Factor,
up fast
but
with
I will
Factor's
definitely
restaurant-quality
recommend
meals
meal
that are ready
prepping.
to heat and eat whenever you are. With pancakes, smoothies, and more.
I've been meal
you
prepping
discover a wide
for
variety of easy
almost
options
4
for the
years
entire
now.
day, like
It's the
breakfast,
same meal.
midday bites, and more. I'm not even kidding. While I'm not exploding, these meals are really good. They're one of the
It's
few
quite
ready-to-eat
literally
meal
sauteed
deliveries
chicken
that taste just as good
and
as
white
they
rice
look. And when
covered
I'm
in
not
raspberry
on fire,
vinaigrette.
they look pretty good. Now, there's no
5 times a week
cooking or
for
cleanup
almost 4 years
needed.
straight.
It's flexible for your schedule. Get as much or as
Yeah.
little as you need by choosing your meals every week. Plus, you can pause or reschedule your
I did add
deliveries
another one
anytime.
that was like,
Factor is the perfect solution if
God,
you're
what-
looking for
it
fast,
was- oh, it was
premium
Italian
options with
chicken.
no cooking required.
With,
So sign up and save. We've done the math.
with
Factor
broccoli.
is less expensive than takeout, and every meal is dietitian approved to be nutritious and delicious.
Yeah.
Head to factormeals.com/nostalgia50 and use the code.
It's good. I mean, I haven't
to
tried
get
Factor,
50%
but
off. That's code
eating better is
nostalgia50
definitely
at
a good thing for everyone.
factormeals.com/nostalgia50
It's expensive.
To get
Food's
50%
expensive.
off.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey folks, I'll be playing Final Fantasy VII. every
Ah,
Friday
Final
and-
Fantasy.
I've
That's
never
the
played a
Mission
Final
Abridged
Fantasy
is
game
crazy.
Before, so I'm excited to see what they're like. Hope to
I
see
reacted to the Mission Abridged, and I will be showing Kirby the Mission Abridged too.
So you might think this is the beginning of Superman slowly turning evil, bit by bit.
Wait,
losing the
Superman turns
humanity
evil?
That kept him such a decent superhero. But now he's just bad right away. That interesting back and forth between if he should be selfish or noble, that is literally all you get. From here on out, he's just a scumbag. No
Huh.
transition, no complex character study, he's just a dickhole now. I love too, the first bad thing he does is he straightens out the Tower of Pisa.
That's evil.
This was a piece of cake.
Stop it.
Even my puns are evil. His
He
second
just
act of
ruined
that
an
is
entire
blowing out the
economy.
Olympic torch.
Why?
These are less evil deeds and more super pranks for a YouTube channel. Speaking of erect torches, while our villains devise an evil plot to seize control of oil tankers, Lorelei tries to get Superman's attention.
Don't let me keep you from anything.
Is that actually
I'm
her
not in a
voice?
rush. What did you have in mind?
Well, at least we know what the cover of the porno parody will look like.
Give me your wired, your whores, your hardened messes.
She says if he keeps all
That's a
the
big
oil
ship.
tankers in one place, she'll do whatever he wants for him.
That's oddly
Complies, and, well, so does she.
oddly specific. Superman?
Cut to a woman-shaped hole through the bottom of the bed.
And then he's just drinking. How come they give him the bottle? I guess he's
Funny.
Superman.
Most people love sharing this meme because, well, it's goddamn hilarious. But the funniest part isn't even in the meme. It's not that it's an unshaven Superman getting drunk. It's that it's an unshaven Superman getting drunk and nobody at the bar turns their head.
Nobody even
They don't
notices.
even look nervous to turn their head. They're just like,
Yeah, we saw Wonder Woman pole dancing last week, smashed off her ass. This is kind of a normal thing around here.
Of all places, I say St. Louis. That's a little concerning.
again, I love how less
The product
terrible
placement.
and more childish his evil deeds are. You want to get nuts?
Nope.
Come on, let's get peanuts.
I mean, what are you gonna do though? You can't stop him.
Ricky sees Superman pleading for him.
I
to be
noticed
good
how his
again.
suit's changing
Yeah,
colors.
what should be the most interesting part of the movie? He splits himself into two, and evil Superman faces off with good Clark Kent.
Oh, okay. We're okay. That's just what we're doing. That's a lot of
Admittedly,
bumpers.
This is a fascinating idea. You can have all the selfishness of what Superman could have been if he gave in to his temptations.
How did they do
Fight
this?
against all the good he is by not giving in to them.
Well, it's like his
Problem
human
is,
form,
it's
I guess.
literally that, just a fight. And while it is cool to see, there's very little meat to it. Like, if Clark reminded him of the good they could accomplish versus Superman saying how much humanity doesn't deserve them. There's so many things you could do with this, and they
Go
don't
back
take
to
advantage
the
of any of
mousetrap
it.
game.
However, like I said, the image of this is just so good, it does come across as a little...
It's like he's, fighting
At
the
times,
humanity.
It is unintentionally hilarious.
Oh, that's not good. Ow.
But I guess like Ralphie from A Christmas Story, you destroy his glasses and he goes apeshit, strangling evil Superman and finally merging
Oh.
into the true Man of Steel. He goes
So
to
he's-
stop our villains who have
but
made a
I
supercomputer in
kinda-
the middle of the desert.
The funny,
just don't
it was
see why
funny.
you
The
can't
Olympic
balloon
torch.
down like the rest of us.
I just don't believe a man can fly.
Every critical review after seeing this.
I just don't believe a man can fly.
So the funny thing is, while the other two films are good but have lame endings, this film is lame, but the ending's kind of fun. Most
What
of
is
the movie
that
is
ending?
aggressively boring, but this is where it goes silly in kind of the right way.
I guess they're like, oh,
They
let's
fire missiles at them.
make
That's
it good.
so like a video game. They literally use a video game to track. Makes it to their lair, resulting in this
Somehow
hilarious line
very
delivery.
similar.
Hi, honey.
I don't know you, lady.
I don't know you.
And this
Very similar
supercomputer is surprisingly
resolution.
pretty badass. It has some really cool creative weapons that manage to really hurt Superman without just bringing a green rock towards him. Even if, again,
does that
it
even
doesn't
work?
always make sense.
Let's see how long you can carry on without any air.
Yeah, there's plenty of air out in space.
Yeah, he talked in space.
Buddy, you're going to go down in history as the man who killed Superman.
Oh, come on, man. That's too close to home. There's the writers, the director.
He can't take all that credit.
Heart and tries to turn off the computer. The computer is so powerful it goes Skynet and becomes self-aware, deciding it wants to kill everybody. Seriously,
Wasn't
this
they
damn
predict
computer
that?
should have been the main villain.
Oh wait, is she getting
Scene
absorbed?
I know scared almost every single child who saw it. The computer starts turning people into robots.
I'm sorry, turns him into I mean, the Scooby-Doo movie with the cyberspace, that scared me.
Day, I still get a little freaked out whenever I see someone turned into a machine. It's stupid, I know, it's Saturday morning shit, it can't really happen.
What is the name of that
this
fear?
Moment disturbed me so
Is that
much.
Mimic?
It still unnerves me.
Mimic horror?
It's not even that long, only
Which
a few
I
seconds.
found out
But
what that
you
is
go to
through,
YouTube and you can see the tons
M's
of people
Blue.
that were creeped the shit out by this. I think it's how choppy, awkwardly, and even quietly it's done. It goes from bombastic music and screaming to just no score and the computer clicking. It's only a little bit of time, but my god, that little bit of time stayed with a lot of people.
That's not. That has to tickle.
The machine tries to wipe out everybody and is adapted to Superman's powers, so he goes to get the Deus Ex Machina acid that was mentioned before.
Oh yeah, that was at the place.
Still don't know you, lady.
I don't know you.
The machine tries to roboticize Soups as well, but the acid
That
breaks
would be a
through,
problem.
blowing up the computer.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for several times trying to kill me.
Yeah, and
No, really,
not
he lets
for
Gus
once.
off because he saved him once and even manages to get him a job. Just, you know, no more of that almost destroying the world thing, young man.
Mm-hmm.
You already flew with him. Oh, you don't know about me and him?
What did he even think was going to be there?
Yeah,
This
but
movie's
did he
awful.
think he was gonna be Superman?
Remind you, Lana Lang is in it as Clark gets her a job at the Daily Planet. Oh, I see. Soups has Lois, but Clark has Lana. What am I supposed to be rooting for again?
Like your sparkler.
I couldn't believe it when Clark gave it to me.
Clark gave it to you?
Oh.
Subplot you forgot.
It's
Even a
bingo.
subplot, as well as Superman doing the right thing
And-
by ruining this guy's livelihood again.
What about the Olympic torch? Oh, all the merchandise. Like I said,
Baby, fix it to clean screen king next time. He gets the reassuring smile of no refunds, and the movie finally ends.
he's just going off
And
in
you know,
space.
I gotta say, returning to this film all these years later, it's even worse than I remember it.
Especially after seeing the first and
Superman
second
4
one.
is at least so bad it's good. This
No,
film,
no, it's
for
not.
all
It's
its
bad.
strangeness, is
And the copyright with it was
fascinatingly
nightmare.
dull.
That video,
humor is
I think, was
dead on
2 days
arrival.
late.
It has ideas it barely touches the surface of, and it has way too many pointless subplots. I didn't even get to the one about Lana's ex because it impacted the story so little. The only time the film is kind of fun is in the last part. I really think this should have been about Superman fighting a supercomputer. Hell,
That
maybe
would have
it
been
goes
better.
all the way and does something like turns him into a robot. I don't know, Superman fighting a robot, Superman fighting himself as a robot. Just there's something.
And maybe that
freaking
would have
cool you can
fixed
do with
the
that.
evils part of
As
him.
is,
I don't
this film
know.
is horribly written, horribly directed, and horribly conceived. It's a mess in every meaning
Well,
of the
that
word,
is
and in
something.
no way lives up to the epicness of its predecessors. And what a waste of a comedic legend like Richard Pryor. There's no other way to describe this character than...
Don't call me a bum. I'm not a bum.
I didn't know we could demand that. Fight the power!
Oh, there's the.
Oh shit, he's gonna be mad.
Yeah, let's get out of here. There's only one film left for Super Month, and
Which one is that?
doesn't look like it's gonna get much better.
Justice League? Haven't seen it. Like I said, I've seen like 3 DC movies ever.
Wait, is that the Snyder Cut?
3?
Oh, that one's awesome.
Oh, is it? I thought it was bad.
Superman's bad.
This is super long. So, First one was Green
Cameos for
Lantern.
charity, and all
Then I
this
think I
month,
saw
we're
Suicide
donating to
Squad.
Living Beyond Breast
The
Cancer.
first one with Will
Living Beyond
Smith.
Breast Cancer is
And then I
fulfilling its mission
saw
to provide
Joker.
trusted information
And that's it. That's the only DC
support
movies.
Those impacted by
Nothing
the
else,
disease.
I don't think.
They offer in-person
So,
experiences and on-demand emotional, practical, and evidence-based
I think
content.
that's it.
that
I think
is
that's all the
needed
DC
for
movies I've ever
newly
seen.
Diagnosed, in treatment, post-treatment, and living with metastatic disease.
I've donated
Having done this
to
for
Living
over
Beyond
30
Breast
years
Cancer.
and having a 4-star rating
Thanks
on
to
Charity
people
Navigator.
watching
This is
videos
definitely a great one to
and the
support.
Patreons and
So
stuff
if
like
you want
that.
a cameo
The
from me
patrons.
saying happy birthday or congrats
I've gotten 2
or
cameos.
whatever,
They're great.
click on the link below and be giving to a good cause. Or if you're like, I hate your face, I don't want a cameo from you, still consider looking at this charity anyway. Whether you donate, volunteer, or just spread the word, you can do a lot in helping this wonderful organization out. So click on the link and give it a look. Thanks so much.
So let me know, what did you think about this movie? What? So this wasn't the end of Super Month. There's still one more, which I guess we'll do that one next. I'm not sure. We did Man of Steel. I think we did Batman versus Superman. We done Man of Steel. We done Superman 4. We done Superman 1, 2, and 3 as well. Kind of in that order, I believe. So I'm not sure what other Superman movies there should be, but I do read all your comments. Leave them down below. If you see one you agree with, definitely like it as a way to kind of vote for it. Because like I said, I do read every single one of your comments. So I hope you're subscribed to those future videos. These nostalgic videos hopefully come out every single Monday. If they ever come out later, it's because copyright was an absolute nightmare. Usually, in order for a nostalgic video to not be uploaded on a Monday, it would require me uploading the video on either Thursday or Friday, and then having to fight copyright all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and then, yeah. In Friday and Thursday or whatever. Like, that's how many days of fighting copyright to get a version that doesn't have copyright issues. So they don't get blocked regularly. I think it's only happened twice, and it happened a couple weeks ago, like in back-to-back weeks with older nostalgic videos. But this is Superman 3. It was bad, but it wasn't Superman 4 levels bad. But I look forward to, I guess, whatever the next nostalgic video is. I hope to see you there. But until then, take care and keep the music.
We were